From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, 6.5 games behind them.
And I think for New Orleans, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yeah, with the quality of a lot of teams they're now staring up at, it's going to be difficult for them to bounce back from this kind of start and make a huge climb up the standings.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. And for Oklahoma City, the tandem outside, Robertson and Gallinari. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Freeman in at the 4 slot. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Passes it to Williamson. Looking at the long season ahead, Brent, as a veteran player, what are some of the habits that keep your body going strong, staying healthy?
Teams have really gotten hip to the idea that we need to rest our star players as much as possible. So efficiency with the work that they do, I think, is the most important thing. Star guys who get into practice and are on the court for 50 minutes to an hour every day so that there's a rhythm that they can keep and the teammates can keep up along with them on the floor. That's what's about for those guys. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance.
The shot's good from Robertson.
Now Robertson's activity down there and the long arms stretch out to help collect a second chance opportunities.
Holiday, the pass to Ball. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. The dish to Adams. Off on the layup.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Adams brings the double team. Here's Ingram, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
That one is no good. And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Brent figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
So much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Ball with a wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Adams right side. Ball against Paul. Gallinari outside. Adams trying to free himself up. And Gallinari good for 3.
Well, the D is aware of Gallo's jumper, but not on that possession.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Robertson. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. That misses off the backboard. Oklahoma City trailing. Now here's Paul. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Holiday, no one around him. No good from outside. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Over to the left wing. Here's free. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
The Thunder shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season. And last season, the shadow of Anthony Davis's trade request hanging over this Pelicans franchise. A lot to wrestle with.
Yeah, it was an interesting year for the organization with all the news on AD wanting that trade and then nothing happening and then resting him. But I'll tell you what, this wasn't just something where that problem was swept under the rug. The Pelicans decided to just blow that all away. New leadership in the front office, ownership, a revamped roster, the first overall pick in Zion Williamson. The excitement in New Orleans after that trade is on an all-time high.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And the more you hear about Jrue Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Jrue Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Jrue Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
Now here's Williamson. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And pro move there, finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Down low, here's Ball. Goes back up. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Ball passes to Adams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
He's checked in for the Pelicans. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Now Paul, following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Gallinari outside. Here's Adams. He goes up again, and the layup is good. Adams has got 5.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. So here's Gallinari following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. Gallinari against Ingram. They get the rebound. Freeman. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him.
And for Coach Billy Donovan of the Thunder, a lot on the line. In his last year of a 5-year contract with the team, the end result of this team will determine his future with the franchise.
Well, this team has never missed the playoffs under his watch, and the interesting thing with the massive trades that happened in the offseason, how much Billy Donovan gets the opportunity now to teach and coach this group of players.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure the guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Now, here's Ball. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. Right block shot, and that one good.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Nader's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Now Schroeder. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Nader. There's the three. It's deflected.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
It's been incredible for this team in Oklahoma City to have the type of success and sustained success under general manager Sam Presti, a playoff team in 10 of their 12 seasons in Oklahoma City.
And Brent, for the Thunder, they have a 500 record or better in the last decade. Only one of 3 teams to do that.
A lot of people don't realize the sustained success that's happened here in Oklahoma. And in the decade, they've had the second best record overall, trailing only San Antonio in that regard.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far, that's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
That's good from Noel. If you were choosing a center for the team that you ran, and you've got these options, Joel Embiid, Big Cat, or Jokic in Denver, who do you go with?
There's so much variety in their games, Kevin. And I appreciate what Jokic does so much for that Denver Nuggets offense, initiating as a center from the top. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid and the way that he can dominate the game. There's still so much potential and growth for what it is that he can do. Down on the block, doing damage, taking away a lot of three-point shots. Not to disparage what it is that Karl Anthony Towns can do, but his size and dominance, I think there's an intimidation factor that Joel Embiid brings to the game that I would lean on over the other two.
Now here's Schroeder. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Nader the pass to Baisley. Here's Noel, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ingram.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
The first one falls.
Well, injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou. But new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players.
Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Schroeder outside. The shot from 20 feet away. Off the left rim and out. And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the year.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, two all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best.
Here's Hart, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by New Orleans. Here's Schroeder. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Tries again, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Schroeder. Redick with the 3, but he stays with it. Inside, here's Melly. Plays it up off the glass.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation. And the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on J.J. Redick.
Gilgeous-Alexander able to get into the seam and the crack quite quickly and puts pressure on the defense.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Moore's checked in. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable of with his length.
Well, he is just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Robertson. He's averaging 6 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Now here's Moore. Outside, Redick. Here's Melly. From down in the low post, it goes. Melly's got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Schroeder. The Thunder with another miss. And first time out of the game.
Full timeout.
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Moore outside. There's the pass to Redick. Clock at 4. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
It feels like J.J. Redick has every part of this game buttoned up, especially when it comes to getting high percentage and quality shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Schroeder. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. 1 second left, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Now, J.J. Redick doesn't get talked about enough defensively, determined on that possession, and got his hand up.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really got really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, Gallinari is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Ferguson in at small forward. Good on the second free throw. And not just a long-range gunner, but Etuan Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
Here's Hart. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Adams, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And the Pelicans also making a change. Miller's checked in for J.J. Redick. Schroeder against Miller. Here's Moore. That one's not going to go. Adams, some nice D.
And they continue to control the glass.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
Gallo's so smart on the inside with his array of fakes and moves. He's always a threat to draw fouls on shot attempts like that.
First free throw is good. Now last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Josh Hart. Now here's Moore. Outside Holiday. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
Ball looking over the floor to the paint. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Pelicans trailed by 9. Moore outside. Tipped away. Paul with the steal. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Miller outside. Kick out to Moore. With some arc, and Adams sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball comes in for each one more. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And that's now 7 points for Lonzo Ball. Ball against Ball to the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. Zion Williamson on top.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint. Ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Now, here's Ball. He has 7. Here's Favors over Gallinari. A shot, no good.
Okay, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Paul. Again, the Thunder score.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Passes to Williamson. Over Paul. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Williamson.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Paul passes to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Holiday against Paul. With the teardrop, the shot by Holiday, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pass the ball. It's Miller on the wing. Fires from the corner, and the jumper falls for him.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Here's Adams. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Holiday. Here's Ball. Poked away. It's stolen by Adams. Ball against Paul. Gallinari outside. Over Williamson. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Paul. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Ingram in for Miller. Shot clock at 3. Holiday will not go. This is off the front iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Paul goes in to the middle. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Fires high post.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out on shooters.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Holiday. After Oklahoma City gets the three. Lots of room. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hayes has got his second basket of the night. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
I really like the activity level from Ball. Excels at reading his man and jumping all over him, and great at coming up with those steals.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt number 1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
Paul dishes to Noel. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Lets a floater go.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there it is for him. Nader's got his first points of the night. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 15-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they look like the better team.
The Thunder leading by 13. The drive by Paul, over Ball. Got a hand on it.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player,
Superstar,
but
right.
you know the role that he had
Yes,
for the
I
teams
do.
that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. And the Thunder making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Reddick. Pass to Schroeder. The 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
The Thunder leading by 13. Back to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the pass to Baisley. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And the Thunder lead by 15. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. To the inside. Redick with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the summer. And for Lonzo, things not working out in L.A. I wonder if being away from everything that L.A. offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And with the Pelicans, Ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding players like Ingram, Holiday, and of course Zion Williamson on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
Now here's Ball. He's got 9. He dishes it to Okafor and stolen by Noel. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
Here's Hart. Pass the ball. And he drops it in from the low post. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes, finding it now.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. The wing jumper off target.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Nader's shot's good.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Ball against Schroeder. Ball with it. He's got 11. Offensive rebound. Okafor. That's tipped.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Schroeder looking around. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. From the top of the key, the shot, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of... And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Thunder leading by 16. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Ball against Ball. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now in the lineup for your Thunder. Adams against Favors. Goes up on the block. Second shot opportunity. Adams' shot is good.
Well, combination of muscle and some focus right there allows Steven Adams to collect another bucket.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. He kicks to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Favors. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. A fader. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Molinari passes to Freeman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Ball dishes to Ingram. Kicks it to Holiday. They get it back.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Ball against Ball, and they double up Paul. No dice from 9 feet out.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Offensive rebound, Freeman. Great D that time from Favors. Pelicans trail by 20. Here's Ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 13.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Paul passes to Robertson. Back to Paul. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. He just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Pass to Freeman. Oklahoma City moving it around. Again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
Here's Paul. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Holiday. Williamson with it. Chris Paul covering. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Molinari. Nice touch on the shot from close range. 12 points for him.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 10-2 run here. Williamson kicks to Ingram. The shot that time, not on target. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Ball against Paul. Back to Robertson. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Count it. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Adams. Out to Gallinari. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 10 points for Drew Holiday.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ball outside. Got a piece of it. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. Second, the Thunder.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Ball.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Gallinari on the wing. Paul against Ball. Clock at 6. Paul passes to Robertson. Pulls up, high post. To the wing on the left. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 10.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Ingram outside. And the pass to Holiday. He feeds it to Williamson. Ingram against Paul. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. A floater. Up again. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Gallinari surveying the D. Paul outside. Passes it to Freeman. Pass to Robertson. From deep. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow. He's got 11.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Down by 12. Holiday dishes to Ingram. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Hayes comes in for Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Schroeder. Gallinari inside the three-point line. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
And here's Redick. He's got 5. Bounce pass, Holiday. Okafor with no one around. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Schroeder against Redick. Throws it up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Schroeder sees a passing lane off the screen and just fires it in there. His teammate was wide open for that one.
Here's Hart. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. And they need to avoid that.
And the Thunder making a change here. Nader's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Moore's checked in. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Good touch on the inside from E'Twaun Moore. Never bashful about taking it right to the defense.
Schroeder against Moore. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And Noel kicks to Nader. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Nader's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Hart. Pass to Redick. Shoots from 12. 2 points. That one goes. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
JJ showing off a little bit of the in-between game. Redick exploiting the gaps in the defense on that possession.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's Hart. Makes it off the glass. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Redick. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Pelicans pull it in. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hayes trying to break free.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Now here's Schroeder. And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the elbow. It's a hand on it, and it's Gallinari on the follow. Gallinari's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, hustle from Gallo there. Remember, at 6'10", he can do that. Makes the right call by going back in and finding possession there.
Here's Moore, and the rejection by Noel. And he gets it back. Moore with the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Schroeder against Moore. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Moore against Schroeder. From the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Moore dishes to Redick. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. The Thunder leading by 9. Nader kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Nader. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
So he gets them both. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Diallo batting out there with Adams. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Dishes it to Adams. That one doesn't drop, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Redick passes to Hayes, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And for all the scoring and shooting that J.J. Redick does, showing right there why he's an underrated passer.
Pass to Ferguson. There's the dish to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Ferguson. There's the triple. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pelicans trailed by 9. Outside, Redick. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pulls from the top of the key. And good. He nails it.
J.J. Redick, a professional shooter. He's got shooting down to a science.
Now, Robertson. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Kicks to Paul. Adams outside. 5 on the clock. Over Favors. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Now the feed to Williamson. Here's Hart. His three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now here's Robertson, covered by Redick. Passes it to Gallinari. Adams outside. Over Hart. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
From outside the arc. That one, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Now here's Robertson, covered by Redick. Robertson with it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Some changes for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's Ball. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Lobs it up for Favors. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Gallinari outside. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Pelicans. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Freeman, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Thunder lead by 7. Here's Ball. He dishes it to Favors. He kicks it to Holiday. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Ball passes to Freeman. The shot misses. Great D that time from Favors. Pelicans trail by 5. Ingram outside. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Paul. It's tipped.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Tries it from 9. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Paul against Ball. 5 to shoot. Fires it up. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Paul. And that's now 18 points for Gallinari. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 7-point differential. Pass to Favors. Dishes to Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And that one's good by Favors.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Paul against Ball. Now here's Paul. Guarded closer. Shoots it. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 8 rebounds in this game. And Holiday, here we go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 12 points for Zion Williamson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The pass to Adams. Kicks the ball. Pass to Robertson. Ball against Ball. Ball passes to Adams, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Robertson. Passes to Favors. With the floater, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 22 is their biggest lead. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Down low, Freeman. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's New Orleans with it. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. That's to Williamson. Holiday with it. And it's blocked.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Paul passes to Freeman. Adams trying to free himself up. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Paul. Holiday to pass the ball. And Adams sends it back. Ingram against Gallinari. Favors brings the double. And it's Gallinari missing. Pelicans trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Thunder shooting here about 46% for the game. Ball against Holiday. Here's Adams, drilled from 6 feet. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Steven Adams.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact and really just taking it straight to him.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Ball against Paul. The three. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's scary. Already a great shot maker. Williamson still has plenty of room to grow in that area.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
The Thunder leading by 7. And here is Paul. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
How about the change of speed from Chris Paul? That helps out a lot. Adept at getting his shots off under some heavy pressure.
1:53 left here in the 4th quarter. Holiday surveying the floor. Ball finds Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Ball against Ball. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pelicans trail by 9. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And it's Ball in the corner. For 3, a putback. Here's Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Ball against Ball. Ball outside. The pass to Freeman. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Ball. For the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for Oklahoma City. 22 is their biggest lead. Fires for 3. Cracks in the tray. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
But they'll get another chance. Williamson kicks to Holiday. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. It was just our defense. Obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.